Here are these pictures.
So who's coming up next?
Sir, your name is?
Dale.
Dale?
Hebda.
Hebda.
Did I drop my other piece of paper?
This is number 7, I think.
Dale,
No.
in addition to what you wish to share here with this board, do you have any evidence or information that would indicate this application would violate the Yankton County zoning ordinance if approved?
I believe we are lacking information.
Okay, and you'll state what information that is.
Well, number one, notification. If I hadn't had...
Sir, will you go to the mic so everybody can hear you?
Number one, notification of the process here. If I hadn't had a friend that called me and said, hey, you got to sign up to speak, I don't know about it. Okay?
Okay.
I'm a farmer. I raise produce. I'm not around the radio. So I don't know if there was an ad on the radio that said this is the process.
Okay.
So is the ability to be notified about the process of being able to speak tonight. Now, I'm Dale Hebda. My resident address is 110 Produce Road, Mission Hill, South Dakota. My business is Hebda Produce, priorly known as Garrity's Prairie Gardens, 30661 444th Avenue, Mission Hill, South Dakota. I didn't know if you allowed props or not, but before I came in tonight, I went out to my fields. That's a mountain fresh tomato growing outside. These are 4th of July heirloom tomatoes growing outside. And as you would naturally suspect, those are above ground. We don't dig them. Onions, on the other hand, grow below the surface of the soil. I'm the largest asparagus grower in the state of South Dakota. I have 4.5 acres, all above ground. This year, we only have an acre of strawberries. Usually, we're upwards somewhere around 2 and 3. My concern is dust particles and pathogens that have the potential to travel through the air. We can't control Mount St. Helens when it blew and affected the northern United States and crop production from the ash and soot that dropped out of that volcano. We can't control the 2012 drought that occurred when we were dusty and the crops were a disaster around almost the entire nation. When Roundup first came in, a very popular chemical, widely accepted by agriculture. How many of you know that California just passed it as a carcinogen, and it's banned for use in their state? 30 years, 40 years later after its introduction. We can't foresee the future, but we have a chance today to look at, if we approve this, how do we protect the future? 7 years ago, I decided to move away from fungicides, chemicals, and I went to natural and organic products on my production. How many of you buy a pepper like that in the store? That's the way they come out of the field. They shine. The tomatoes shine. They're high in bricks, which is natural sugars in the crops.
Yeah, you have about 40 seconds left.
I'm not only concerned about the people that buy my products directly, but it's the children in the school systems that the school service buys my products. There's no way I can measure that pathogen. It's a huge potential liability risk. So lastly, since I only have a few seconds left, I think if you approve these things, air quality monitors need to be installed immediately, prior to anything being built, and they're tested, and the results are paid for by the county. I need to know what my customers are buying and what I'm selling. If it changes my cost of operations, I think it's only reasonable for me to expect that I'm reimbursed by Yankton County.
Good luck.
Understand, when the minimum wage went up, my cost of operations on 40 acres went up by $40,000.
Thank you.